Ladies and gentlemen, in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Yesterday, One Kenya Alliance leadership, led by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and Gideon Moi, wrote a letter to the registrar of political parties. Now, this is the content of the letter. Notice of objection to the registration of Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Political Party. Now, this is what the letter says. We refer to the above matter and the coalition agreement deposited in your office on the 1st April 2022. We wish to bring your attention that One Kenya Alliance caucus comprising Wiper Democratic Movement, Kenya African National Union, UDP Party, and the Movement for Democratic and Growth objects to the registration of the coalition political party agreement presented to you on the 9th April 2022. Our objection is premised on the fact that 3 issues have not been agreed upon and are to be deliberated and agreed upon before the agreement is fully registered. These are as follows. Now, let us listen very keenly to the 3 issues they are objecting to. The first issue is the number of caucuses. This had been agreed as 3 on 1st April 2022 and presented as 4 on the 9th of April. So basically, Kalonzo Musyoka and the group are objecting to the inclusion of small political parties. Remember, some of these political parties came into Azimio either through either through ODM or through Jubilee. Number 2, the second issue they're objecting to is the increment of members of coalition council under coalition political party from initial 7 to 11. Remember, when Raila Odinga met with these political parties led by Alfred Mutua and Professor Kavutha Kibwana, the agreement was that the council was going to be expanded. So 4 new members were going to be brought on board to make it 11 from 7. Now they're objecting to that. And number 3, the third thing they're objecting to, which is also significant, is that the selection of the presidential candidate's running mate as a deputy party leader as is required under the law. So basically, according to this gentleman, they're also laying claim to the position of the running mate. President Uhuru Kenyatta is likely to be the party leader, deputized by Raila Odinga. I don't know who will come next, but those are the issues they're raising, the 3 issues. The number of caucuses to remain 3. They're talking of the coalition council, which was increased to 11 to remain at 7, and also the issue of the running mate. And in their conclusion, they're saying, it is apparent that the agreement lodged on 1st April 2002 was withdrawn and certain clauses amended and altered without consent of all parties and signatories. Yours sincerely, Secretary General of Ben Wafuko, UDP. Ben Wafuko is a good friend of mine. Shakila Abdallah Wiper, Nick Salat Kanu, and Linus Opeyo, NDG. Just like I keep on saying, in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. This letter is actually intended to achieve specific political objective. What is really happening? In this video today, I want us to look at why Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and Gideon Moi, because if you've been observing One Kenya Alliance, if you've been observing Azimio, Gideon Moi has been missing in action. Why is he missing in action? But before we get into all those details, if you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or 2, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, This channel cannot be where it is. Now, let us get back to the issues, and I want to be very straight. I want to go straight to the point. Point number one, there is serious blackmail on Raila Odinga's presidential bid. Either someone is being used somewhere to frustrate and blackmail Raila Odinga using OKA. Raila Odinga has found himself in a corner in which he must depend on Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, and he must depend to some extent Gideon Moi. Gideon Moi delivered Kalonzo, but Kalonzo has what is called the perceived numbers. Politics is a game of perception, numbers. So the fact that Kalonzo Musyoka can deliver 2 million and he believes that he's going to make a difference in this election is why these guys are blackmailing Raila Amolo Odinga. For those who follow politics very closely, on the day Raila Odinga was being unveiled as the Azimio presidential candidate, you remember there was a meeting which took place at State House, and that meeting took long. I was informed that at some point, Raila Odinga had to leave that meeting, probably before agreeing to some of the demands. And President Uhuru Kenyatta had to give way, had to give in to some of the demands which Kalonzo Musyoka was putting forth when Raila Odinga was away. And these are the demands which are causing issues because Raila Odinga is not comfortable with some of the demands. So basically what is happening is that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, after the departure of Musalia Mudavadi, feels very strongly, and he also thinks so, that he has the support and is going to be a determining factor in this election. So that's why he's putting all these demands. Otherwise, if I look at the formation there, someone like Nick Salat, the MDG, can easily decide and refuse. I'm not understanding why Martha Karua and her party, Na Kenya, is not included in this. Probably Raila Odinga has agreed that Martha Karua is going to be the running mate. So these guys are deliberately leaving the name Martha Karua as part of One Kenya. Martha Karua is part of One Kenya Alliance. These guys told us, why is Na Kenya being left out? Probably because Martha Karua is now playing balls with Raila Odinga in the hope that she's going to be the running mate and therefore represent One Kenya land. So these guys are leaving Martha Karua so that she doesn't appear as if she is part of One Kenya Alliance. That's number one. Number two is the issue of the running mate. The truth of the matter is that Kalonzo Musyoka wants to be the running mate. Forget about One Kenya Alliance. Kalonzo Musyoka wants to be the running mate. And I don't know whether it's going to succeed because Raila Odinga had actually settled on a running mate from the larger Mount Kenya region. That's the honest truth. And should he go for Kalonzo, what will remain for One Kenya lands? Personally, if I were Raila Odinga, I think a running mate in the name of Kalonzo would be good, but only if Kalonzo Musyoka was not part of One Kenya lands. So he would, if Kalonzo Musyoka was not part of Azimio, but if Kalonzo Musyoka can agree to support Azimio fully, even without the running mate, then Raila Odinga can look for a running mate from Mount Kenya East. And the person who fits the bill, if you ask me, is Peter Munya. But of course, Peter Munya probably did not resign and therefore does not qualify. I don't know, but that is my view. But Kalonzo Musyoka is insisting on being Raila Odinga's running mate in 2022. Number three, they're also talking of lack of inclusivity. That a lot of things are happening in Azimio, but they're not being involved. Rafael Tuju was appointed the other day, they're not involved. That Raila Odinga is campaigning, they're not involved. Raila Odinga is negotiating with other political parties, they're not involved. I don't know the level of involvement they want, but the truth of the matter is that as far as I am concerned, the presidential candidate is none other than Raila Odinga. So Raila Odinga can do any other thing just to make sure that he becomes the president. So if these guys are not willing to support Raila Odinga in those moves, then probably, I don't know, but in my view, as a presidential candidate, Raila Odinga understands what he needs and maybe what he does not need. So this gentleman wants to be included in every decision, which in my view is also their right. If they are a coalition, then they need to be included in some of the deliberations. The other day we saw a meeting at Francis Atuli's residence, and these guys were not there. Probably that's why they are better, because in my video I also tried to explain that I could not see the face of Kalonzo Musyoka. I could not see the face of Gideon Moi in that meeting, because previously someone like Nick Salat would be present at such a meeting. So probably those are the reasons why they're writing this letter. Number 4 in my view, is that these guys are saying that the roles of the small parties must be defined. Kalonzo Musyoka is insisting on a 3-legged coalition. The first leg is ODM, second leg is Jubilee, third leg Wiper or OKA. Now, these small parties are also saying we want a fourth leg. We want a fourth leg. So we are going to have, what was the name of their, was it Kenya Upya? Something like that. Kenya Upya also included. So why Kalonzo Musyoka is afraid is that if these guys will come on board, they'll definitely be in favor of Raila Odinga in any decision making of the party. So it means if they are 4-legged now, and Kalonzo Musyoka and the team, Raila Odinga, are discussing something, then this gentleman will always side with Raila Odinga. So it means if Kalonzo Musyoka and the group has anything they want to push for within the coalition, then these guys will easily vote against that and they'll not have their way. So probably that's why they want these small parties to be kept off. And remember, there's also the issue of zoning. Someone like Kalonzo Musyoka will not want Alfred Mutua, Charity Ngilu, and Governor Professor Kibutha Kibwana to play a leading role within the coalition, so that they'll be appearing as if they're in the same level. That would raise the profiles of these people, and they are not ready for that. Number 5, in my view, I think they also feel that they're being excluded from the campaigns. And personally, I've also observed this. But how should they be included when they've not even agreed to start working together? So in my view, Raila Odinga and the secretariat, his secretariat team, must figure out how to include these guys, how to devise a campaign strategy which will include all these guys, because each and every team will be willing. In my view, Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta must be ready to share if there is campaign money with these partners. And lastly, I sense internal sabotage. Someone is sabotaging Raila Odinga from within. That's the honest truth. I don't know the guy, but someone is being used to sabotage Raila Odinga from within. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. If you're watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel will not be where it is. And to the people of Busia, the ODM party conducted their nominations, and from all indications, Paul Otuoma Daktari emerged the winner, beating my close friend Florence Mutua. I hope that's reliable information. If that's the case, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Paul Otuoma, and I want to encourage Raila Odinga and ODM party. If they are serious about this election, they should go that route. They should conduct elections, because by conducting elections, winners will always emerge. Like the one in Busia was a clear win for Otuoma. The people participated. The electronic devices worked, which proved ODM again as ahead of the rest. So if they can do that to the rest of the country, especially their strongholds, it will be good. I'm told in Kisumu Central, in Nyakach constituency, Kisumu County Senatorial seat, we are going back for a nomination. So in my view, that's the route to go. For UDA, they are going for their nominations on, is it on the 14th, beginning on Thursday. Also, we want the best. So let them have their nominations peacefully. May the best candidate win, so that if we go to parliament, we not have such kind of parliament like similar to the one we had now. So the best people should actually be the ones to represent the people at the National Assembly. We need the best people to serve the people at the county level, and also at the ward level, and at the constituency level. So in my view, I just want to believe that through nominations, the voice of the people shall be heard. We are likely to have a free and fair elections in the upcoming general elections, and Kenya will move on. Thank you guys, and please, may you have a good day. Bye-bye.